as children grow, they have certain needs, and even if mom and dad are no longer together, it's still important to make sure the children's needs are met, whether it's food, clothing, or another necessity.
Oftentimes, though, there can be misconceptions about child support and how it works. So, joining us today to give us a better understanding are Social Services Attorney Mark Tyler and Assistant Director for Child Support in Wicomico County, Pam Hendren. Pam, did I get it all right?
You got it right. Good job.
Mark, August is Child Support Awareness Month,
right.
and it shines a light on the need for stability in the kids' lives. There are a lot of broken homes where kids are affected, aren't there?
There absolutely are, and I think that what most people who work in this field would tell you is that the trend is on the rise, that there are more and more children in our community that are being born in broken families or just in single family situations, and those children are looking for support from that other parent.
Now, Pam, let's talk about some misconceptions about child support. You work for both sides, both parents and the children. It's not one side against the other, really?
That's correct. We don't represent the non-custodial or the custodial party. We represent the child. We want to do what's in the best interest of the child.
Mm-hmm.
Now, the department has actually, I think nationwide, there are some staggering numbers about how much child support has been taken care of.
That's right.
I think we've got some of those numbers here that we want to point out. This is just for fiscal year July 2011 through actually last month of this year. You want to go through those, Mark?
Yeah, in essence, we've raised over $4 million. We have over 150,000 cases that are trying to address paternity, and what that means is those are cases where legal paternity, a legal declaration of who the child's father is at issue because the child has been born out of wedlock or doesn't have a father on the birth certificate, and our staff is diligently working on all of those cases, taking those cases to court, and as you can imagine, in some of those cases there are oftentimes absent parents who don't want to be involved, they don't want to be found, and we do the best we can to try and make sure that the child has both parents involved in their life.
Right. Now, not all cases end up in court. I mean, the child support can be figured out by the parents. I understand there's even like a calculator. You can figure it out on your own.
Absolutely. In fact, the website for the Department of Human Resources has available on it a child support calculator. So if you feel as though you're having a situation where you might need to bring a child support case, you can go on the website, you can learn all about the services that our unit provides, and you can also even mock up a calculation of what your child support obligation might be in your particular case, because it's very unique. It's a case-by-case basis. There are standardized rules on how to calculate your child support based on your income, the other party's income, but you can work those up on that calculator, and you can also contact the child support program through our 1-800 customer service number.
Now, when it comes to child support, there are specifics about when it is and when it's not over. Right?
That's right. Yeah, Maryland, it depends on what state your child support order is set up in. If your child support order is set up here in Maryland, then child support typically goes through the 18th birthday. Now, that's different, however, if at 18 the child is still in secondary school. If the child's still in secondary school, it goes through the 19th birthday and no longer. There are also other intervening events that kind of can happen. It could be, the child unfortunately dies, or the child gets married, and otherwise becomes self-supporting. Those would be intervening events that could stop child support. And otherwise, if your order is set up outside of Maryland, it's governed by that state's law. So let's say in New Jersey, for example. Well, New Jersey doesn't actually have a cutoff date for child support. So that order could go on and on and on until a court intervenes and specifically says that it stops. So in that situation, what state your child support order is set up in is very important.
That's pretty interesting. Now, Mark, let's get back to the Child Support Awareness Month. What do you hope to accomplish?
We just want to bring more publicity to the services that we provide at the Child Support Unit, and we'd like to generally educate the public about what child support is and what, if you feel you need to get some, what you need to do in order to do that. We have a number of events planned throughout the month of August. We're going to be having an awards event coming up on August the 20th out at the department, where we're honoring what we call a most valuable parent, which is a parent in this particular case that's paid over $53,000 in child support over the course of the past 10 years, hasn't missed a payment, and we feel that that's worth some recognition. We also want to honor what we call a Workers' Choice Award, as someone who has overcome significant obstacles in paying their child support, because not every case is very easy. Some parents are overcoming unemployment, lots of obstacles in the way of payment. On August the 11th, the Shorebirds have generously donated for us 70 tickets to provide to some of our customers, and we're going to be featured that night as one of the groups present at the Shorebird Stadium. We're calling it our Step Up to the Plate night.
Yeah.
And then on August the 24th, we're wrapping the month up with a special event for our staff, a strategic planning event, a luncheon, and some team building to help bring our staff together to celebrate the work that we do.
Mark, thank you so much. Pam, very interesting. And of course, we'll have all that information on delmarvalife.com, including the calculator, the link to the calculator so you can figure it out. Thanks for joining us.
Thank you for having us.
Thank you.
Well, still to come on Delmarva Life, the 2012 Olympic Games in London kick off Friday.
Wow.
One of the competing athletes is beach volleyball player Kerri Walsh, already a two-time Olympic gold medalist, and she is going for the gold again.
We'll talk to her and see how she's feeling and how she manages her career while raising two little ones.
Wow.